In the vast expanses of the ocean, where the horizon seems infinite and the mysteries of the deep remain largely unexplored, extraordinary sightings occasionally capture the imagination and provoke profound questions. One such incident occurred on the 20th of July 2022, when a man aboard a cruise ship bound for Norway witnessed and documented a series of strange objects rising out of the ocean. Mr. Harrison embarked on a much-anticipated cruise to Norway in July 2022. The voyage promised stunning landscapes, majestic fjords, and the tranquil beauty of the North Atlantic. The Iona cruise ship set sail from Southampton, England, and made its way northward, with clear skies and calm seas accompanying the journey. On the afternoon of the 20th of July at 10:15 in the morning, as the ship cruised through the waters, Mr. Harrison decided to sit out on his balcony overlooking the back of the ship. Suddenly, his attention was drawn to a series of strange objects appearing in the distance. He quickly retrieved his phone and began capturing the scene. The objects, initially small and barely noticeable, grew larger as they ascended from the water. They appeared to be rectangular, spherical, and oval-shaped. He estimated there were 5 of these objects, rising in a coordinated manner, moving with a smooth and deliberate motion. Mr. Harrison managed to take several photographs of the objects, and the images clearly showed the strange objects emerging from the ocean and hovering above the water. The man noted that the objects suddenly appeared, and this is backed up by a photograph that he took just 30 seconds earlier. According to him, they were encompassed by the ocean on one of the days at sea, leaving them with no visible surroundings. There were no structures such as boats or oil rigs in the vicinity. Upon sharing his footage on social media, he encountered a mixture of awe, curiosity, and skepticism. Some believed the objects to be a natural phenomenon, such as gas emissions from the ocean floor, while others speculated about advanced military technology or even an unidentified object. Methane hydrates, for example, can create bubbles that ascend through the water column. While this phenomenon could account for the rising motion, it does not explain the large nature or the appearance of the objects. The most speculative explanation is that the objects were of advanced origin. The characteristics described by the eyewitness, including the appearance and how there was nothing else around, align with some reports of unidentified flying objects. While this explanation captures the imagination, it remains highly conjectural without additional evidence. These mysterious underwater objects, often described as exhibiting advanced technological capabilities far beyond current human understanding, have been cited for decades, fueling speculation and debate about their origin. USOs have been reported for centuries, with early sailors and fishermen recounting tales of strange objects moving beneath the waves. These stories, often dismissed as folklore or misidentifications of natural phenomena, laid the groundwork for modern interest in underwater mysteries. Historical records from naval logs and maritime folklore frequently mention unexplained underwater lights and fast-moving objects that defy conventional explanations. In the modern era, USO sightings have become more frequent and detailed, thanks in part to advancements in underwater exploration technology. The US Navy has documented numerous encounters with USOs, often during routine operations or training exercises. These reports, while not always publicly acknowledged, provide a compelling body of evidence supporting the existence of unidentified submerged objects. Modern sonar and radar systems have also recorded data supporting the existence of USOs. In several instances, unidentified objects have been detected moving at incredible speeds beneath the water, often changing direction abruptly and without losing velocity. These capabilities suggest the use of advanced propulsion systems that remain a mystery to contemporary science. One theory is that these mysterious underwater objects represent advanced clandestine technology developed by unknown terrestrial entities. Given the high level of secrecy surrounding military and aerospace research, it is possible that certain countries or private organizations possess underwater vehicles with capabilities that are not publicly known. However, the extraordinary performance characteristics of many USOs, such as their ability to move at supersonic speeds underwater and transition seamlessly between air and water, challenge the limits of current engineering and physics. Another theory posits that USOs may be of advanced origin. Proponents of this idea argue that the advanced technology exhibited by these objects, coupled with their elusive nature, suggests they may be operated by intelligent beings from other planets. Some researchers suggest that certain USO sightings could be attributed to natural phenomena. For example, underwater volcanic activity, bioluminescent marine life, and gas emissions from the ocean floor can produce lights and movements that might be mistaken for advanced technology. However, these natural explanations often fall short of accounting for the more extraordinary characteristics reported in many USO encounters. The presence of USOs in the world's oceans has significant implications for naval and maritime operations. The ability of these objects to move undetected and at high speeds poses a potential threat to national security and maritime safety. Understanding the nature and capabilities of USOs is crucial for developing appropriate defensive measures and ensuring the safety of naval personnel. Mr. Harrison's sighting underscores the vast unknowns that still exist within our natural world. The ocean, covering more than 70% of the Earth's surface, remains largely unexplored. Events like this remind us of the limitations of our understanding and the potential for new discoveries, whether they are natural, technological, or something else entirely. Encounters with unexplained phenomena, such as the one documented by Mr. Harrison, highlight the importance of maintaining an open and inquisitive approach to scientific investigation. Rather than dismissing such sightings as mere anomalies or figments of imagination, the scientific community should be encouraged to explore and study these events rigorously. A mysterious event has just been caught on camera by a Reddit user, known as Time Development. They filmed a massive white cube rotating in the sky above Prague. The video, which showed the cube for approximately 5 minutes before it suddenly disappeared, quickly went viral, leading to widespread speculation and analysis. On a clear evening in Prague, they noticed something unusual in the sky. Quickly pulling out their smartphone, they began recording what would become one of the most intriguing pieces of footage shared on social media. The video posted by Time Development showed a large white cube rotating slowly and steadily in the sky. The cube appeared to be enormous, with smooth reflective surfaces that caught the light of the setting sun. The object's rotation was consistent, and it maintained a stable position in the air, defying the laws of physics as we understand them. After about 5 minutes, the cube suddenly vanished without a trace, leaving viewers in awe and confusion. The video quickly gained traction on Reddit and other social media platforms. As the video spread, experts from various fields began to weigh in. Some suggested the cube could be an advanced drone or an experimental aircraft, while others pointed to the object's seamless rotation and sudden disappearance as evidence of technology far beyond current human capabilities. As with many of these posts, one of the most compelling theories that was put forward by those who saw it was that the cube was an advanced craft, adding that this isn't the first time that one of these mysterious cubes has been sighted. The geometric precision and the ability to hover and rotate without visible propulsion are characteristics often associated with advanced technology. Proponents of this theory argue that the cube's sudden disappearance could be evidence of advanced cloaking or teleportation technology, hinting at the presence of an advanced civilization monitoring Earth. Another plausible explanation is that the cube was part of a secret military experiment. Given Prague's strategic location and the history of clandestine operations during the Cold War, it is conceivable that the cube was an experimental aircraft or surveillance device. This theory suggests that the technology, while advanced, could be human-made and part of undisclosed defense projects. Some scientists propose that the sighting could be the result of a rare atmospheric phenomenon. Optical illusions, reflections from ice crystals, or other meteorological conditions could potentially create the appearance of a solid, rotating object. However, the precise geometric shape and the length of time the cube was visible challenge this explanation, with many saying that there is clearly an object hovering in the sky. The sighting of the rotating white cube above Prague adds to the growing body of unexplained aerial phenomena. Each event challenges our understanding of physics, technology, and the possibilities of life beyond Earth. This sighting, in particular, underscores the need for ongoing investigation and openness to new scientific paradigms. One of the most striking features of cube-shaped UFOs is their geometric precision. Witnesses often describe these objects as having perfectly sharp edges and smooth, reflective surfaces. The precise, cube-like structure of these UFOs sets them apart from more commonly reported shapes, suggesting advanced technological design. Cube-shaped UFOs exhibit flight capabilities that defy known principles of physics. Reports consistently describe these objects hovering in place, rotating in mid-air, and moving at incredible speeds with abrupt changes in direction. Unlike conventional aircraft, these cubes appear to maneuver without visible means of propulsion, further deepening the mystery of their origin and mechanics. Many sightings also note that cube-shaped UFOs emit a bright, often pulsating light. This luminosity can range from a soft glow to an intense, dazzling brightness that illuminates the surrounding area. The light emitted by these objects adds to their otherworldly appearance and makes them easily distinguishable in the sky. Interestingly, some of the most credible reports come from military personnel. Pilots and radar operators have occasionally encountered cube-shaped objects during training exercises and routine patrols. These encounters, often recorded on radar and corroborated by multiple witnesses, suggest that cube-shaped UFOs are not confined to civilian sightings and may have broader implications for national security. One of the primary concerns regarding UFOs seen above military bases is their advanced capabilities. Witnesses, including military pilots and radar operators, have described these objects as exhibiting flight characteristics far beyond current human technology. These include rapid acceleration, abrupt changes in direction, hovering without visible means of propulsion, and speeds that exceed those of known aircraft. The presence of such advanced technology poses a direct challenge to national security, as it suggests a potential adversary with superior capabilities. The unidentified nature of these objects further complicates the security landscape. While some speculate that UFOs could be experimental aircraft from rival nations, the extraordinary capabilities observed often suggest a level of technology that surpasses known advancements in aerospace engineering. The possibility that these objects could be of extraterrestrial origin, while speculative, cannot be entirely dismissed given the evidence. The inability to identify the source and intent of these objects creates uncertainty and heightens the perceived threat. One of the most immediate security concerns is that UFOs could be engaged in surveillance and intelligence gathering. Military bases are high-value targets, housing sensitive equipment, personnel, and information. The presence of unidentified objects in restricted airspace raises the possibility that these entities are collecting data on military operations and capabilities. This could compromise national security by providing potential adversaries with critical intelligence. The advanced technology demonstrated by UFOs also poses a risk of technological inferiority. If these objects are indeed controlled by foreign powers or advanced beings, their superior capabilities could render existing defense systems obsolete. This technological gap could undermine national defense strategies and necessitate significant investments in research and development to close the gap. The repeated violation of restricted airspace by UFOs is another significant concern. These incursions not only challenge the sovereignty of a nation's airspace, but also pose a risk to aviation safety. Unidentified objects operating near military bases could interfere with flight operations, leading to potential collisions or disruptions. The inability to control or intercept these objects complicates airspace management and defense protocols. In response to the growing number of UFO sightings, defense authorities have increased surveillance and reporting mechanisms. The establishment of task forces and dedicated units to investigate and analyze these incidents reflects the seriousness with which they are treated. Enhanced radar systems, satellite monitoring, and data analysis tools are employed to track and study these objects more effectively. Recent years have seen a shift towards greater transparency regarding UFO sightings. Governments, particularly in the United States, have declassified documents and released footage of encounters between military personnel and unidentified objects. This transparency is intended to foster public trust and encourage the reporting of sightings, contributing to a more comprehensive understanding of the phenomenon. Recognizing the global nature of the UFO phenomenon, defense authorities are increasingly collaborating with international partners. Sharing data, resources, and expertise allows for a more coordinated and effective response to potential threats. Collaborative research efforts also enhance the credibility of investigations and facilitate the development of joint defense strategies. Military experts have said that the presence of UFOs above bases necessitates a strategic re-evaluation of national security policies. Defense authorities must consider the potential for new and unknown threats and adapt their strategies accordingly. This may involve investing in advanced technology, enhancing surveillance capabilities, and developing protocols for responding to unidentified objects. The investigation of UFO sightings also intersects with scientific exploration. Understanding the technology and capabilities of these objects could lead to breakthroughs in aerospace engineering, materials science, and energy sources. This scientific inquiry not only enhances national security, but also contributes to broader technological advancement.
Yep.